Twitter alternatives that everybody's been using, they're all GNUsocial nodes. And so when you guys come in on Sea Lion Club, you're talking with those communists and anarcho-capitalists and crap from the other servers. And so it's not, you're not only seeing Sea Lion Club. There's actually 3 different sections on your timeline. You have the people you follow, the people on your network. So in your case, it would be Sea Lion Club, and then the whole known network. And the whole known network is everybody that's connected to your server via somebody following it. So if Logic is following me on Shitposter Club and he's on Sea Lion Club, everybody on Sea Lion Club can see my posts in the whole known network. And so you can see what people are saying from across the entire federation. And it makes it so no one is ever invisible.
Yeah, it does kind of get around that whole issue, doesn't it?
That's why a federation
is fucking genius.
But it's also like a problem when you okay, so Milo were to come on, I would recommend he starts his own server. It could be Miloverse or whatever the hell. It's too many people hopping onto one server causes servers to crash. It causes it to kind of become an echo chamber because you're no longer connected to those other people. If everybody you like is inside of your same node, it doesn't expand the whole node network. So what you want to have happen is diversify across the servers. It ends up working out better, and it keeps everybody being visible to everybody else's server.
I got over there and it was shit, but now it's working great. And the other thing that it doesn't do that bums me out is it doesn't have direct messaging. Maybe that's yet, but it doesn't.
Actually, it does have direct messaging.
Oh, well.
Okay, so here's the thing. The interface that you guys see, the Twitter clone looking one, that's actually called Kvitter. It's just a plugin. So if you hit your drop down under your settings, you can hit classic mode, and then under classic mode you can direct message people.
Whoa. Holy shit.
Thanks for that, man.
I'm glad I bitched.
Sea Lion Club, I don't know much about it. I'm here because I know Logic. Is it the biggest? Is it the biggest Twitter alternative right now, or is it just a new one, or what's up with it compared to other?
Well, the Twitter alternative is not Sea Lion Club.
Yeah, you
okay.
Think of it as the GNUsocial, and it's like an email server almost. Anybody that owns a domain can open up, and actually has a little technical expertise, can start their own little, not email server, but quote-unquote Twitter server. And it's a federated network, so if you have one person or one node that you don't want on your node, I guess you can ban that. But other than that, you can't ban people. I mean, you can, but they'll just go to another fucking server.
No one can get banned, but you kind of it separates into these little nodes and communities and stuff, and you can block, not see those communities if you want to, or you can, but you can't. Nobody's going to be banned from Twitter. I mean, like they can from Twitter.
You can't get banned from the entirety of GNUsocial unless every single server admin bans you.
I have a question about Sea Lion Club. You said that, for example, if Milo wanted to start up his own server, exactly how does that work? If his account would be hosted on that server, and all of his tweets would be hosted directly from that, or his shoutouts or whatever be hosted directly from that server, or how exactly does that work?
Okay, so like email addresses, we all have something at something.com or .whatever. So I'm at rw at shitposter.club. Milo could be Nero at whatever the fuck.com. If somebody follows him on Sea Lion Club, immediately he's going to be visible to the rest of the whole node network on Sea Lion Club. But people could go and join his server and still talk to people on Sea Lion Club or Freeze Peach or wherever the hell else. Your visibility comes from who you're following and who's following you back. And that's how it grows in the network.
Is the long-term plan for Sea Lion Club and GNUsocial is so you have Sea Lion Club and you have Shitposter, and I believe you said you had one other, or 3 in total, correct?
No, there's about 60 nodes, actually.
Okay, so are all these nodes, are they currently all hosted in the same server?
No, they're all separate servers, and so individual servers don't save post history from everybody on GNUsocial. But if Milo's posting on his node, there's going to be a backup copy saved on the server if he's connected through the whole node network of somebody else, so it can pull in case that server goes down.
If Milo made his own account, and so that physical account is hosted on Milo's own server, correct?
If he makes his own server, yes.
Okay, interesting. And
It just makes basically a copy of the tweet to every node that needs the tweet. That's basically the idea.
So you have to have a mass exodus to, to really hit them hard is what I'm thinking, but I don't know how
Mass
we'd go
exodus
about
never
that.
works.
No.
Because here's the reason why mass exodus doesn't work, and I've been a part of several. I was part of many 4chan mass exodus, many Twitter ones, whatever, Reddit, who cares? They don't work because every single time it happens, it's only one segmented group that feels persecuted. So in this case, it's all the anti-SJWs, or I don't know what you guys would call yourselves, because I mean, you have people ranging from Trump supporters to anarcho-capitalists in your group of people, but like when they go onto a new service, it just becomes leans like that. And actually, the best thing that people can do, and since we're all free speech people, is be able to have an open discussion and communicate and listen. And I'm not talking about you need to listen to black people because nobody listens to them, but just like listen and then like respond. So when everybody does an exodus, it's fun at first. People are there and talking, and then people are like, oh, what's happening back on the other server? I better get back over there. And too many people are addicted to that feeling of like anger and rage that they get on these major media platforms. Like we all know Twitter is hiding shit from everybody and shadow banning people. Facebook is doing it too. All these are services that do not have to be used. I know it has the normie appeal. You can't red pill people if they're not on your service. An exodus needs to include more than one demographic.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the other issue with exodus is every single time there's an exodus, I took so much Adderall today.
It shows.
Every time there is an exodus, it becomes a secret club like 6 months later, and nobody wants to welcome in new people. But I had the power to mute them if they're annoying me, or move on. But it's just people have to welcome in new people too. So like the anarchists and the communists on Twitter, you know, they didn't run us away when we came on during the last one. We were like, oh yeah, fuck the man, yeah, fuck the machine. They were like, we don't want to hear you, go to a different server. But they weren't like, get the hell off of our service, which was important because we're not doing that this time. So we can learn a thing from the communists.
I think it's cool that there's so many different types of people on there, though.
I do too.
Man. It's exciting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody for the most part is being cool with each other. Nobody's fighting. Everybody's being weird, and some people are being aggressive or offensive, but everybody's just taking it, you know, in a joking manner. Nobody's getting offended or anything.
It's not
Personally, I get triggered constantly. But
it's not a perfect platform. It's built, like, if you guys have a chance to watch my intro video, it is built on really, really old technology. Server admins like pushing the platform. It's moddable, it's customizable, you can develop plugins for it. The user interface isn't intuitive, so the more people who can hop in and like learn the fundamentals of free software, contribute, and make it better, it makes it better for the people who are coming later on. Like, a lot of what you see now wasn't even there 6 months ago, and the usability has gone up. So get interested in learning what everybody else is talking about sometimes, I'd say.
So now you're saying that, because this question did get presented to me, you're saying that it can be modified, right?
It can be.
I'm just kind of concerned that Sea Lion is going to go the way Vote did or 8chan did, and it's going to end up with like a couple thousand dedicated people using it and no one else.
It can't. It can't. And I discussed this earlier. It can't go the way of that because all the servers are connected. And so even if Sea Lion Club just becomes a giant circle jerk of alt-right faggots, you still have other instances on your whole known network timeline. Unless Hope gets banned from everywhere. I mean, her server's been banned a couple of times by other nodes. If that happens, just make a new one. It's really easy.